Do you actually know how your dog says they miss you? You probably think it's just cute when they wait by the door or follow you around. But nobody really tells you this. Some of your dog's behaviors when you're gone aren't just habits. They're emotional signals most owners miss. These 18 signs show the real ways your dog says, "I miss you," and number 9 might honestly hit you the hardest. Number 1, he licks your hands obsessively the moment you return. You walk in and he goes straight for your hands, won't stop. You pull away. You think, too much. Calm down. Don't pull away. Not after you hear this. Puppies lick their mother's face after every separation. Adult dogs lick pack members to confirm bonds after reunions. When your dog licks your hands the moment you return, he is performing the oldest reunion ritual in canine history. He is saying, "You're real. You're here. You're safe." He is also tasting you, confirming through scent and touch that you came back okay, that nothing happened to you while you were gone. He was worried about you, and now he is checking with the only tools he has. Let him finish. Let him confirm that you came back whole. He needs that more than you know. But where he goes the second that door closes, that's the part nobody ever sees. He sits by the door after you leave. You've seen this 100 times. You leave, and he plants himself right at that door. You probably walk away thinking, he just likes that spot. But you're missing something that will stop you cold. A 2020 study in applied animal behavior science found that dogs position themselves at exit points specifically because that's where your scent is strongest. The whole house is available. Every soft surface, every comfortable corner, and he chooses the door because the door smells like you. And right now, that's the closest he can get to you. Every single day you leave, he does this, quietly, without you ever seeing it, and you had no idea what it meant. But what he does with your clothes while you're gone, that's the part that breaks most owners completely. He carries your clothing around the house. You've come home and found your sock in the middle of the floor. You probably laughed, thought, naughty dog, bored dog. But here's what was actually happening while you were gone. And it's going to hit you hard. Researchers at Budapest's Family Dog Project discovered that your scent triggers the exact same reward centers in your dog's brain that food does. Your smell is a reward. So the moment you leave, he finds the thing that smells most like you. And he carries it, room to room, hour after hour, alone. He's not playing. He's medicating his own loneliness with the only piece of you he has left. Your dirty sock is his lifeline. He carried it through every hour you were gone, in silence, and you came home and never knew. But that full bowl sitting in the kitchen, that one will stop you completely cold. He stops eating when you're gone. The bowl is still full when you get home. You probably think, he wasn't hungry today, maybe didn't like the food. But a University of Lincoln study found something that will change how you see that full bowl forever. Separation from their primary owner causes measurable cortisol spikes in dogs, directly suppressing appetite. Missing you shuts down his hunger, not metaphorically, biologically. His body enters a stress state the moment that door closes, and that stress overrides his most basic survival instinct. He would rather go hungry than eat alone without you. That bowl you picked up tonight, full and untouched, was him choosing you over food. Every single day you were gone, and you never knew what you were looking at. But what he does in your bedroom, most owners have to sit down when they find out. He sleeps on your side of the bed. You walk in, and he's on your pillow, your exact spot. You push him off without thinking. You think, typical dog behavior. But veterinary behaviorist Dr. Karen Overall documented exactly what's happening. And it's not what you think. Your side of the bed holds the highest concentration of your body heat. Your scent, years of your presence pressed into that fabric. He's not stealing your spot. He's sleeping in the warmest, closest version of you that exists in the entire house. And here's the part that will stop you cold. His heart rate actually drops when he lies there. Your scent alone, with no you attached, is enough to calm his nervous system. You are his safe place. Even your absence has a presence that soothes him. But who he follows around the house every single hour you're gone, that one is even harder to watch. He follows the person who smells most like you. When you're away, does your dog suddenly attach to your spouse, your kid, follow them everywhere? You probably thought, oh, he's just being friendly, keeping busy. But researchers call this scent proxy bonding, and once you understand it, you'll never see it the same way. Your dog has identified which person in the house carries the most traces of your smell, your perfume, your shampoo, your fabric softener, and he follows that person, not because he loves them most, but because being near them is the closest he can get to being near you. He is using your loved ones as a living substitute for you. He misses you so much. He chases your shadow through other people. Every hour you were gone, he was following your ghost around that house, and you had absolutely no idea. But how he greets you when you finally walk back in, most owners completely misread this moment. He explodes with joy, even if you were gone. 10 minutes, you stepped out for 4 minutes, and he greeted you like you survived a war. You probably thought, dramatic dog, that's just how he is. But a 2011 study in applied animal behavior science revealed something that reframes everything. Your dog has no concept of, I'll be right back. Every time you walk out that door, he doesn't know if you're coming back in 5 minutes or 5 years. Every goodbye is forever to him, until the moment it isn't. That explosion of joy the second you walk in, that is not excitement. That is relief. Raw, flooding, overwhelming relief that you came back this time. He has been carrying that fear every single minute you were gone, and the moment he sees you, it breaks. But number 8, this is the one that makes grown adults cry. Every single time he comes to you, the moment you cry, you've cried in front of your dog. And before you even realized he was moving, he was there, pressing against you, not leaving. You probably thought, he likes the salt. He's curious. It's just animal instinct. Stop right there. A groundbreaking 2018 study in learning and behavior proved something that shook the entire scientific world. Dogs can chemically detect your emotional state. Your tears release cortisol, adrenaline, altered pheromones. Your dog reads these at a molecular level. He doesn't come because of salt. He comes because he knows you are broken, and he has made a conscious decision to not leave your side until you are okay. He chose you in your worst moment with everything he had. This is not instinct. This is not training. This is love, the purest kind that exists. And if you've ever cried alone and felt a warm body press against you, you were never actually alone. But what he destroys when you're gone, most owners get this completely wrong. He chews your things. Specifically when anxious, be honest. You've come home to a destroyed pillow, your shoe, your jacket sleeve. You were frustrated, you thought, bad dog, no discipline, no respect. But veterinary anxiety specialists tell you, you had it completely backwards. Your dog doesn't destroy randomly. He specifically hunts for items that carry your scent, because chewing releases endorphins, and chewing your things releases endorphins while surrounding him in your smell. At the same time, it's the only relief he can find. He's not punishing you for leaving. He's desperately trying to survive one more day without you, using the only tool he has. The destruction is the symptom. Missing you is the cause. Next time you come home to that damage, don't just see what he destroyed. See what it cost him to get through the day without you. But what he brings you the moment you walk back in, nobody realizes what it actually means. He brings you something the moment you return. Be honest. Your dog grabs a toy the second you walk in, shoves it at you, won't let go. You take it and toss it without thinking. You think he wants to play. But canine behaviorists describe this as a reunion offering, inherited from wolves who brought food back to pack members after separation. He's not asking you to play, he's giving you something. Because in his world, you don't return to someone you love empty-handed. He has nothing to give you but what he has. So he grabs the nearest thing and offers it with his whole heart. You tossed it away. He ran and brought it back. Because the offering was never about the toy. It was about saying, "I'm so glad you're home. This is everything I have. It's yours." But what happens inside him right before you arrive? That one will genuinely amaze you. He gets restless right before you come home. Be honest, ask whoever is home with him before you arrive. Does he pace, whine softly, go to the window for no obvious reason? Studies confirm dogs begin anticipatory behavior 10 to 20 minutes before their owner returns, responding to cues that scientists still cannot fully explain. But here's what matters. He has been so locked onto every possible signal that you might be coming back, that he knows before anyone else in that house. Not because he's magic, because no one in that house has been waiting the way he has. Every minute you were gone, he was paying attention, filtering, listening, watching for you. But what he does at 3 a.m. while you sleep, that's where this gets truly extraordinary. He checks on you in the middle of the night. Have you ever heard it? 3 a.m. The house is dark. Everyone is asleep. The soft pad of paws on the floor. He walks to your side, sniffs, looks at you, then quietly walks back and lies down. You probably thought, restless, needed water, heard something. Multiple studies on nocturnal dog behavior confirm that bonded dogs perform deliberate check visits on sleeping owners, particularly in early morning hours when humans are hardest to hear and most vulnerable. He woke up, in the dark, in the silence, and his first thought was you. Are you still there? Are you still breathing? Are you okay? And once he knew, he went back to sleep. He has been watching over you every night, while you slept, while you dreamed, while you had absolutely no idea. You thought you were his protector. You never knew he was yours. But what he does outside your bedroom door when you're gone, that one will break you. He whines softly at your bedroom door when you're not home. Be honest. Ask your dog sitter. Ask your spouse. When you're gone, does he sit outside your bedroom door and whine? Not bark, not scratch, just whine, softly, repeatedly. You probably never witnessed this yourself. A study from the University of Lincoln found that dogs vocalize distress specifically at locations carrying highest owner scent concentration, bedrooms being the most common. He's not whining at a door, he's calling for you, through the only barrier separating him from the place you exist most. Your smell is strongest in that room, your presence is loudest in there, and he stands outside, unable to get closer to you, and calls, softly, desperately, in a house that doesn't answer back. Every single day you're gone, and nobody ever told you. But what he does with your blanket at night, that one will completely finish you. He steals your blanket and won't let anyone touch it. Be honest, has your blanket ever gone missing and ended up in his corner? You probably laughed, thought, cheeky dog. But veterinary behaviorist Dr. Karen Overall documented this as one of the most emotionally significant behaviors in separated dogs. Your blanket holds your body heat, your skin cells, your most concentrated scent of anywhere in the house, and he takes it, not to destroy it, but to protect it. He guards that blanket from everyone else, because it's the closest thing to having you curled up next to him. He sleeps with his nose buried in it. He repositions around it when he shifts. He has built a version of you, out of fabric and scent, just to get through the night. And when you come home and take it back, he watches it go, without a sound. But the way he rests against you when you're finally home, that has a biological explanation nobody ever talks about. He rests his chin on your feet when you're sitting. Be honest, you're at your desk, on the couch, at the dining table, and you feel it, his chin, resting on your foot, heavy, warm, still. You probably kicked him off gently without thinking twice. But canine attachment researchers describe chin resting on owner extremities as a deliberate grounding behavior. Dogs seek physical contact with the lowest accessible part of their owner's body as a way of confirming presence. He can't always reach your face. Your lap isn't always available. So he takes what he can get. Your foot, your ankle, your hand hanging off the armrest. Any part of you is enough, because any contact with you is better than none. He has been resting his whole heart on your feet, while you scrolled your phone and never noticed. Think about that, just for a second. But what he does outside that bathroom door, even for 90 seconds, nobody expects this. He sits outside the bathroom door and waits without making a sound. Be honest. Every single time you go to the bathroom, is he there when you come out? Sitting? Waiting? Like he never moved? You probably laugh at this every time. Classic dog behavior, Velcro dog. But separation anxiety researcher Dr. Stephanie Borns-Weil at Tufts University explains this as micro-separation response. Even 90-second separations trigger proximity-seeking behavior in deeply bonded dogs. He cannot tolerate even 2 minutes without knowing where you are. Not because he's poorly trained, because you are so important to him, so central to his entire sense of safety, that even a closed door between you feels like too much distance. He sits there, silently, counting the seconds until you reappear, every time, without fail, without complaint, just waiting. Because wherever you are, that's where he needs to be. But the way he looks at you, really looks, that's where science discovered something nobody expected. He holds eye contact with you longer than any other living being. Be honest. Have you ever looked at your dog, really looked, and realized he was already looking at you? Not waiting for food, not watching for a walk signal, just looking at you. A landmark study from Ezabu University in Japan found that mutual gaze between dogs and their owners triggers an oxytocin surge in both species, the same hormonal response that bonds human mothers to their newborns. Your dog looks at you to feel close to you. That long, quiet stare has a biological purpose. It is how he bonds with you deeper every single day. And here's what will shake you. He does this more, significantly more, after periods of separation. Every long look after you come home, he is rebonding, refilling, reconnecting at a hormonal level, through nothing but your eyes. But what he gives up, every single night, just to stay close to you, that's the one that hits last and hits hardest. He watches you eat but never begs when you're sad. Be honest. Your dog begs at the dinner table every single night. Every single night. But think back to the last time you were really sad, really broken. Did he beg then? You probably never noticed, but he didn't. A 2019 study in Scientific Reports found that dogs suppress food-seeking behavior entirely when they detect elevated cortisol and emotional distress in their owner. He chose your feelings over his hunger. The one thing he wants most at dinner time, food, he willingly gave up. Because you were hurting, he sat there, quietly, not asking for anything, just being near you. A dog who begs every night went completely silent because you needed something more important than his appetite. He has been doing this every time you were sad, and you never once noticed what he was sacrificing. Drop a number in the comments right now. How many of these does your dog do? Be honest, because I think most of you are going to hit double digits, and that number means something. It means your dog has been telling you, "I miss you," every single day, in ways you never had words for. Now you do. If this hit you somewhere deep, share it with every dog owner you know, because every dog deserves an owner who finally understands what they've been trying to say. And tonight, go find your dog. Sit with him. Let him lean. He's been waiting for that moment longer than you know.